not gonna further ado, I'm gonna bring y'all in, and I want to introduce this guy. I met this guy for the first time in March at my wedding, and let me tell you, he is a heck of a guy with them cameras, man. Look, without further ado, this is my guy, Quentin Walker. Look, man, I'm glad you came on the show, man.
Man, I'm honored to be here.
Yeah, man. Look, hey, let me ask you, man, how long you been in the videography and photography business?
I actually picked up interest in the about 2010, but I didn't start my business until 2019. Matter of fact, today makes 4 years since I actually been the Walkway production.
Right.
And this journey along the way, man, it's been headed ups and downs.
Right.
But a blessing all the way across the board.
Right.
Because even days when I feel like giving up, it was days where it felt like it was this cloud over my head. And when I get like that, I'll put myself in my room and start editing. The Walkway helped make me who I am today because I discovered something. Sometimes you don't discover something until you just down in a bad place.
Right.
And I feel like God had to sit me down and be like, you can inspire people and help encourage people. You don't know who you can help. But you just sit home and don't do nothing. Who can you help?
Yes, that's true. That's true, man. Yep. Well, listen, man, I want to congratulate you on your business anniversary, man. Look, not too many people will start something and finish it, or keep going. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they get nervous, they get scared, they start to see all them stumbling blocks. It is, man. That's the learning process.
Because if you don't jump, how you know?
That's right. That's right. Man, I totally agree with you on that, man.
Because my wife, my family, they stayed on me and be like, man, you just wasting your talent. To me, it didn't make sense.
Right.
What's my talent? Sometimes people can see something great in you that you don't see in yourself until you have to really realize, what is it that I'm good at?
Right.
It might not be nothing to you, but to the world, they see it differently.
Right.
So sometimes you gotta pray, go to God and pray about it and say, God, show me the way.
Right.
Because I can try it on my own, I ain't gonna get nowhere.
Nowhere.
So I'm leaning and depending on you.
That's right. Man, you can't go wrong with God, man.
You can't.
I put in first and everything, and let me tell you, it's a difference.
I tell anybody, if you're having a bad day about anything, I don't care if you're depressed, stay with God no matter what.
Right.
Because the moment you feel like giving up, God will open up a door just like that. And you be like, man, if I would have let that little demon on my shoulder talk me through that, man, I would have missed out on this.
Yep.
I done been there plenty of times.
You ain't by yourself, bro.
So when I go through storms, I gotta realize it's no harm in this storm.
Yep.
I done been through this before. So I know God gonna get me through it. It's a trials and errors.
Yep.
Never give up.
Never. I don't believe in giving up. I don't believe in can't. You know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about what you can do, what your expectations are until you get out there and try it, man.
Oh, yes. And I tried some things. Man, I done went from bricking houses to detailing cars to selling snowballs to working offshore to being a correction officer to even, like I said, driving a FedEx truck.
Yeah.
I did everything. And I was good at all of them.
Right.
But I just felt incomplete. I feel like, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing?
What's your purpose?
What's my purpose? So, like I said, sometimes you have to just, people might not agree with what you want to do, but it's not their business. It's between you and God. You can tell, like, your loved ones, your wife, your brother, your sister, it might not make sense to them.
Right.
But it's not their vision.
That's
it's
right.
your vision.
Yep.
Unless you want to copy somebody else, it's easy all day long. But be a pioneer and do it yourself,
original.
It's epic.
That's it.
Even with my videography, I like to tell a story. I just don't just take pictures. I don't just have a studio.
Yeah.
For what? Just say I got one?
Right.
No, I can come to your place. I can go to the church. I can go to the mall. I can go to the park.
Right.
I can tell a story anywhere.
Anywhere. That's cool, man. That is cool, man. What all services do you offer for the folks that don't know?
Man, you name it, I can do it.
You like me.
I'm telling you. I don't care if it's, you can be promoting a book, your business. You can be making a cake. I can promote your cake. It don't matter. Whatever you want to do, let me know, and I'm willing to help.
Right.
And to me, it's not about money. It's about uplifting people and encouraging people to be a greater version of you. Be better than you were yesterday. At least that's what I try to do.
Me too.
Cause there was a time where I didn't look the same like I did last year. And I look back there, I'm like, man, you was looking terrible. Oh my goodness, no wonder nobody wanted you. But I didn't give up in myself. I just feel like when I'm down, I'm the type of guy, I don't run from my problems. I face it head on.
That's right.
So once I heal, I can go back out there in the world again.
There you go.
And like I said, even my life, I'm not ashamed to tell my story.
Right.
Because why I want to show your life when it's roses and rainbows.
Right.
Sometimes you got to get heartbreaking.
Man, you got to get down and dirty.
Down and dirty. But whenever you do come out, people be like, I saw it. I witnessed him. God kept his hand on him. The devil tried to get him, but God said no.
And it's all about going through that test, man, to get to where you need to be.
Yes.
Yep. Just like going out there in the ocean and you on a boat and you think the mission is to get to your destination.
Right.
But something happens. I mean, you can't always say that you're going to have a good trip. Something happens. The storm might come or anything go wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I tell anybody, anytime that you want to do something, you got to go through some things in life.
That's right.
I don't care if you wanted to be a pastor. I can't have nobody preaching to me who ain't been through it.
Right.
Because I feel like you'll tell me some good things, but if you ain't been through it,
man.
The story ain't gonna add up because some people can't handle pressure.
Right.
My life might get turned off, my bill might not get paid. I'm praying to God. Some people like, man, it's over with. Yep. They give up. Everybody handle things differently.
Yep.
But if I can look at a preacher or a person who done been through something, and I done seen that person go through it, I can relate to that person.
Right.
Because, man, you've been through something similar like me.
That's right.
How did you do it? Guess what? They're going to tell you the same thing. Trust God. Stay with God.
That's right.
Because that's the only friend I ever needed. And I wouldn't trade him in for nothing in the world. The best doctor, best lawyer, best friend. What's what you need?
Nobody.
Even when we don't, sometimes take our time and just say, Lord, thank you. Even do bad days. Lord, thank you.
For the little stuff.
The little stuff.
That's right.
Not just when everything going good. You can go to a restaurant and be like, ooh, I got this big old steak. Thank you, Lord. What about when you just got hot dogs that night?
Right.
And thank you, Lord, because somebody who ain't eating.
That's right.
Who ain't eating.
Somebody ain't got no meal to look for.
Somebody had to get that little hot dog to their children.
That's right. Sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Yep.
And I did plenty of it. Not ashamed. I can go back and change anything about my life. I wouldn't change a doggone thing.
Man, it's funny you asked that because that was our next question.
Oh, yeah?
It was our next question. Wouldn't change nothing.
Wouldn't change nothing.
So that's what made you.
That made me who I am.
I gotta agree.
When I was younger, some people like, you arrogant. I didn't see that. But whenever you ain't really been through nothing, me going through something taught me how to be humble.
Right.
So now I'm humble. I know how to treat friends, family, my wife, my children, because we done been through the struggle.
Right.
And I do not want them to go through some of the stuff I went through.
Right.
So if I can make anybody's journey easy, I help. It's like even with photography, man. It's like I can ask for help and starting out. I didn't get it. So guess what I did? I studied the greats.
Right.
I watched a lot of Robert Townsend, the 5 Heartbeats, stuff that caught my interest because my father was in the music industry. He used to be a musician. So I traveled with different gospel groups. And I'm like, why nobody never told a story about a gospel story like that?
Right.
In that caliber. But maybe one day, it's my vision, before I go to my grave, if the Lord will, I would like to write a film about a gospel tale, about a group about a gospel artist who had a vision, he stuck to it. It's going to be heartbreaking where people who with you ain't with you. But then when you give up, no, you got to keep going. And sometimes God will make a way so you have to travel that road by yourself. You might start off with people, but you got to go by yourself.
That's right. Because everybody ain't meant to be on that journey.
It's not meant. But it's a story to tell.
That's right. And there's a lot of unheard stories out there.
And good ones.
Yeah. And we in the area that we in, man, it's alone. There's just so much talent. Over the years, I done seen a lot of talent, and
I found this out. Mississippi alone got some of the best talent in the world. All the greats come from here.
Right.
So what they tell you about us?
Man, we unspoken. That's what I believe. We sit on a lot of talent. We hold it. We know we got it, but it's like we scared to go to that next level.
And fear is good, because fear will bring the best out of you.
Right.
I can be a comedian, testing 1, 2, make a joke. If I ain't been through nothing, it ain't gonna hit nobody.
You gotta relate to that crowd.
You gotta relate to them.
If they gonna boo you off that stage
every single time.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right, man. I gotta say, man, look, when I was out there rapping, I was always trying to find what was gonna catch the people's attention. You couldn't just rap about riding down the store to go buy a pack of bubble gum. You know what I'm saying? You had to be, relatable. Because if you ain't relatable, nobody gonna listen to you.
So, like, I tell you what, when I was younger, I did some wild things. And I remember when Arthur Young came out with that Funky 40.
Yeah.
That thing hit me back in the head. I said, I remember them days. It's funny, but it's real though.
Right.
But it just, when you got a good sense of humor and just like to be you,
right,
can't nobody change it about you.
That's right.
Never change yourself for nobody. Because I know for me, I might not been homecoming king and prom king and nothing like that, but I like me.
Right.
I settle for being that lame type of guy to the world. I like me.
Right.
Because y'all are too busy being followers. It's like every station on the radio is a different song, so y'all trying to adjust to different songs.
Right.
God made me this way for a reason. So throughout a period of time, this not gonna change about me. When you see me, he ain't changed a bit. He's still that same old, and I can deal with a person like that.
Right. That's what's up, man. Did you ever dream of doing this, or did it just kind of grow on you? I think we might have covered that question a little bit, but I want you to just get into it,
I had my auntie, she's a school teacher, and she loved all her nieces and nephews, and she watched us a lot. And she was like, you know what? It's so funny now I look back at it. You had a cousin. I got a cousin in Rio. He was a little boy. He was always sitting on the floor and beat on stuff, like with a hammer and build stuff.
Right.
Guess what he do now?
Carpentry.
He do carpentry. And she said, Quinn, you was always in that playpen looking at that TV.
Yeah.
It was something about that TV that fascinated you. When the movie go off, you would climb out that playpen, go over there and put it back in, and get back in the playpen and watch the movie. To them, it was like, oh, it's just something to keep them busy. But to me, I was studying it.
Right.
I mean, my wife, we can't even watch a simple movie because I'm like, how they film that scene? How they do that? I like that camera angle. Everything I watch.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite movies growing up was Terminator 2. To this day, that's still one of my go-to movies. Right? But like, if I ever do make a movie, it's gonna be just like that because the quality was right, the sound was right, it made sense.
Right. Right.
But it's just, how can I put it? I thank God for putting me in this situation to where I'm gonna change a lot in this area one day. And it all started off with me being that little boring kid sit home and watch television. I see stuff in my mind. I process it differently than a lot of folks. I cherish memories. So that's one thing where photography picked up with me, where my grandmother, we always had like Christmas, Thanksgiving all together. I was always that kid who always had a phone taking pictures while everybody just talking, eating, make a video. Why? Why are you doing it? Can you put that phone up? Paparazzi? No. I just see something y'all didn't see. Y'all see me. I mean, you talking, they over there looking like they having a good, cool moment. One day, we won't be able to talk to each other like this. Life's gonna go on. Somebody gonna die eventually.
Right.
But if you can go back and collect their history,
capture that moment,
capture that perfect moment, it means the world. Probably don't mean a lot to you, but it might mean a lot to your children one day.
That's right.
Because I wish I had videos of my grandmother or my grandpa. It's no longer here, But like my dad, every chance I get, I try to record him just talking, sitting at the house playing with the grandchildren. If I can never get my dad to pick up a guitar, he's amazing there.
Yeah.
And my father's talent, he's deaf in one ear, he can't bend his thumbs, and he played the guitar upside down. And if you ever heard how he played, that's very unique.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, man, how that dude play like that, man? It's so clean, the sound.
That's talent.
That's his talent. God gave him that.
It's not everybody.
Even if I wanted to replicate that, I cannot, because God made that special for him. So a lot of people come to me like, Quentin, why you didn't pick up that trait to be a guitar player? I'm a doer. I believe if my dad wanted to show me, I could be good at it. But that's his thing. I wanted to find my thing.
Right.
So if music important to you, stick around, because one day I'm going to be filming a lot of musicians, a lot of groups.
Right.
So that, what's in our parents is in you. That's DNA.
Right.
So if you are destined to be great, it's going to come.
Oh, yeah.
Might take some time.
Rome was built in a day.
It wasn't built in a day.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm willing to make that sacrifice.
That's ambition.
Yeah. Even if I don't have no work, I sit in my house and I go through old pictures and videos of me and my kids and my wife, and I put together something if I got a headache or I'm down about something, I put a story in my mind and make it make sense to where people might can relate to it, they might not. But I'm just going to test the water. They love it. You might have some who might secretly hate it, but they are entitled to their own opinion.
Hey.
I don't get mad about that. But it made me feel good if people are like, I love your story. I know what you've been through. I know where you was trying to go. It's like when God have a goal for you, you can see that finish line.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it. I'm finna run straight down that road to it. God was like, he just don't know. I'm finna take you on detours. You're gonna be bumpy roads. But when you go through them bumpy roads, it makes sense later on. It don't make sense right now when you're going through it. Lord, why am I going through this? What is it that you want me to do?
Right.
Stay the course. Don't give up.
Right.
When you get there, it's gonna make sense.
Oh, yeah.
So I tell anybody, just even with your business, I love it. Real talk. What made you come up with that name?
It just came to me. I mean, I'm talking about things that's real,
Right.
Real life, everyday situation. You know what I'm saying? It just came to me. I wasn't fishing for, people say you like to put country in front of everything. My wife, she tell me that all the time. If you want everything to be country boys this, country boys that, country boys that, the show was probably going to be called Country Boy. I'm telling you, but it just came to me. Real talks. Because I say that a lot when I do talk. Be like, that's real talk. That's real talk. So why not? Why not?
Exactly. Why not?
Yeah.
And the game today, it's in reality. He made it what it is now.
Yeah.
It's growing.
Sure is.
Stay the course, brother. I promise you. The sky the limit. People watching.
Hey, I'm gonna keep going with what I know, and hopefully we all can continue to grow with it, man.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I'm the type of person if I don't want to just be here. If I make it there, I want you to come with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want you to bring whoever you want to bring along. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave nobody behind. That's just not me. Because I done been the one that got left behind. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, me too.
And I feel like if you want change, you got to be the change. So that's what gave me the courage and the ambition to go with this. Because I didn't want to do this. I ain't leave my life. I didn't. But I made one little talk. And I didn't realize the impact that it made on people. And people was like, you got to keep going. When the next one comes? When the next one comes? So I was like, you know what?
You done started something.
Yep.
The people listening.
That's right.
Don't stop.
Hey, that's real talk. For real. So.
And I'm for what I'm doing, I'm very humble. But I'm not going to lie. This season, 2024, is very personal for me.
Yeah.
And I encourage a lot of photographers, videographers. But if it's me versus you, I know I'm the best. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to knock you. If anything, I'm going to have my arms open up to you. Because where I'm trying to go is not where you're trying to go.
Right.
I'm trying to be the next Spike Lee, the next Tyler Perry, next Robert Townsend. I'm going to need photographers and videographers like you to come work with me so we can accomplish this dream and this new goal. Think Hollywood's supposed to be on the place doing good stuff? Atlanta? Nah, we can do stuff right here in Mississippi. We just got to be willing to I'm happy you get a car, but do me one favor. Ride by yourself. It's the only thing I ask for of you. Why? I got friends. Just ride by yourself, son. A few months later, wasn't me, but some of my friends riding the car with somebody else, they got caught with drugs. But luckily, the state trooper knew somebody who was in the military. Okay, now you are making a big mistake. You in the military and you got caught with these guys, this almost messed your life up. But luckily, I'm gonna give you a chance. Give it here, and I bet I never see y'all again.
Yeah.
God was with him, because he could have gotten in trouble just for riding with the wrong people.
Right. Yep.
And it's like the kids today, all this killing and violence, man. We don't have enough role models or somebody trying to be positive and be connected to these kids. The TV is raising our children. We gotta do better. Even for me, I got to do better by my son, my boys. Figure out how they day going. Is anybody picking at you? Is somebody who's stressing you out? What can I do to make your day better?
Yep.
What's your favorite game? Can I play with you? You know what I mean? It's just we gotta get more involved with our youth.
Yep. That's very vital right there, man. It was different when we were coming up.
Man, my grandma, hey, in a way though, when we were small, we was begging to go outside. You can't pay these kids to go outside now.
You know what? I seen something on social media the other day, and somebody took a picture in the neighborhood, and they said this is Christmas Day and not a kid outside. Not one kid outside. No kids riding bicycles, playing basketball, football, baseball, nothing. Everybody inside.
In today's time though.
And it was sunny.
Yeah, but in today's time, is that so bad nowadays? Cause you let your kids go out, you got drive-bys, you got crazy people walking around.
That's true.
It's kind of like you want them to have a life, but you scared in a way. Back when we was kids, when that street light come on,
oh, you was home.
You better come home.
You wasn't home. You was in trouble. You was in trouble. We ain't had street lights. I was in the country, so look, all we had was the sun, and it was real dark.
And that told a lot of good time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look, I remember. I can still hear my grandparents to this day telling me some of that same stuff, man. But this generation that we in now, we don't have those grandparents. You know what I'm saying? Because they enforced a lot of rules, and they gone now. So who else is gonna enforce those rules? Like I said, if you won't change, you gotta be the change.
You're right.
So I mean, them kids, they looking at all that stuff on the phone and TV and computer and everything because they looking for somebody that they can look up to.
Right.
And that's all their options. Because real men are, I say, maybe we work too hard. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. Real men, you know, we out here trying to make sure we got lights and food and water and
it's hard being a black man.
Yeah.
Working and trying to provide.
Right. That's true, man. Sure, look, man. I miss them times though. I can't tell you no story. I wish I could get some of them back.
And I wanted to be grown so bad till I got there.
I can't wait to get out this house.
Can't wait. I remember I first got my license. I wanted to go everywhere. Pew, pew. Need something from store, daddy? Want some Sonic? Want this? Want that? Want to go pay the bill? Nah, oh man, come on, man. I was just in town a minute ago. Now I gotta go back to town.
Man, look,
You know,
it's crazy. Yes, indeed. So, man, look, when you did our wedding, man, you guys really made it look like it was Hollywood, bro. I ain't gonna tell you no, son. I ain't saying that just because this man is in my face. If y'all saw the video, they made us look like celebrities. I ain't gonna tell you no joke.
In my mind, I know I be looking retarded. I be holding that camera and that phone up to y'all. I be real up close. And I bet they be like, why they do so close to me? But in my mind, I'm seeing what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
In order for it to look good, it gotta be this way. I don't own a $20,000 camera. I wish I had one. I'd be way in the balcony somewhere, zoom down, but I just had to work with what the tool God gave me for right now. And I feel like for what he gave me, I don't want to have it any other way right now.
You are very creative, bro. I'm gonna give you that. You got an eye that I take pictures, but it's like when you take pictures, you aiming for something that the eye don't just see. You feel what I'm saying?
And most time it's like a gamble. I be like, I hope he do this next. I hope he do that. Oh, he did it. I got it. It worked out that way. You know, and it's fun for me because once again, I like telling a story.
Right.
And I want it to be shown from a movie perspective or a third person. I want people to look at your video and don't know you from a can of paint. And they be like, this is really good. Mm-hmm. I don't even know these people. They got me crying behind it. You know what I mean? That's the effect I want. And I pretend your wedding is my wedding because I film it. If it was mine, that's how I would want it to be. Right. So I take it very seriously, every project. And I try not to do it exactly the same. I try to be creative, different. I have an intro. A lot of times like, what you got an intro for? I don't know. Why do I got one? I watch live TV. Every time I used to watch Family Matters,
hey, everybody remember
it's
that?
A rare condition. It was the same thing over and over and over. That intro, you be like, man, I just love to hear that song.
Yep.
So I just try to program a certain intro. But if you look inside that intro, you gonna see you in there. It's the small little people, but you. That's an Easter egg. That's me right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something I just did to give back. And to me, it's like something I created. It's like I made a little universe of storytelling.
Right.
And some people who I filmed, they no longer here. Like 2 or 3 of them died. So I feel like for me, catching those moments, it meant the world to me.
Yep. Somebody can go back and
just look at it, man. And I remember when I got married, this guy, he was the truth at filming. But he wasn't wrong. He was filming mostly just me and my wife. I like that. It's his style.
Right.
My style was, I'm watching you, I'm watching your wife, I'm watching your grandparents, the mamas, the uncles, the aunts. I want to film everybody. Show everybody face because they are all witnessing. So from the movie perspective, from another person, they just focus on y'all. Oh, okay, they looking good.
Right.
But when you paint that story where you got like your wife's mom, she was crying, she was doing all that. That's a tearjerker for a lot of people.
Yeah.
They were like, oh man, you never seen a lady cry. I like that. You know what I mean? So that's just something that I like to just capture and just when I look back at it, it be like, man, that was special. We was actually making history.
Yeah.
And you ain't gotta be no big star, be on television to make history. That's part of your family history. You and your wife became one. You know what I mean? So y'all start having grandbaby. Papa, what did y'all do in y'all wedding day? And get what you gonna do?
Check this out.
I got this video for you to watch. Check it out. Me and my wife, she gonna get mad at me. I didn't have a honeymoon. My business started picking up and I was working every weekend, almost like every other weekend. So our 1 year anniversary, I'm like, I'm burnt out. I'm going through that stress moment. I need to get away. We booked the cruise. Went to Cozumel. My wife was like, we just gonna go out here in the water, enjoy ourselves. Nobody bothers us. In my mind, I'm like, I'm about to retire from filming. I wasn't even much in the game long. I'm just gonna hang my shoes up with it because I didn't feel like I was getting nowhere. I did a couple of good projects and didn't get me nowhere. The whole time on the boat, I'm nosy. That's pretty. Recording everything. every day I was recording stuff. My wife like, put that phone up, we on vacation. And guess what? We came back home, my wife found she was pregnant. So I ended up sitting down. I put together a video of all that we done. And that's like, it's epic to me because we took a trip and we had so much fun. And now we got a daughter, we can actually say, hey, this happened. And because of this happened, this is how you came along. We can actually show you what we saw, what we done. And you know, it's a part of my family history now, of my household, to where I take nothing for granted. I'm not perfect. I made some mistakes. I pray to God about my mistakes, and I done overcame them. That's why I said when I go through stuff, I don't try to hide from it. It can be shaming sometimes, but when you just put it out there, I'm not perfect. I did this, did that. Pray for me. Give it to God. We'll work together, because communication is the key in anything.
I don't care what it is.
And I'm so grateful, like I said, for my wife. She been with me, stuck by me. Even it been time where I feel like she didn't. Do you care? I don't care a whole lot, but my wife told me, said, you are the man. You lead, I will follow.
Right.
But I'm not trying to follow you into no dark area where you can't even see.
Right.
You know, so I look at it now. It made perfect sense, and I thank her for that. That was some of the best advice that she can give me. Why I gotta go? Do I do good pictures? Do I do good work? And how do I do my last project? Let the people decide for you.
Let your work
stop knocking on doors. My wife told me, I said, I'm finna go knock on doors. I need to get my portfolio up. Shit, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And I started knocking on doors. I know people on social media who always taking pictures. Oh man, we don't do them type of pictures. But you can take a picture of my dog though. That hurt my feelings.
Right.
I know which some people do take a picture of a dog, but around that time, damn your dog. I wanted to get black love, and my man, I'm trying to paint this picture.
Right.
But it didn't work out that way. So I felt like I went back home to my wife. I'm like, you know what? I'll never do that again. He probably didn't mean nothing bad, but that wasn't the reaction
took it that way.
I was wanting to receive.
Right.
So I just stayed the course, kept doing my thing, kept filming. And like I said, it's gonna be times where you can pour your heart into something, and you might get 5 likes. 30 people done looked at it. You be like, I tried. It's encouraging. It's encouraging, but you be amazed. Like on Facebook got this thing called professional mode. Like I told you, I didn't have that many likes. I didn't have this many this. I pressed this button. Hey baby, come here, come look at this. What? Why I only got 5 likes, but 6,000 people done looked at it? So now I'm more impressed with the reach instead of the actual person liking my post.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you want their audience just to see it. Everybody not gonna be doing a good job. They just want to see if you're gonna be persistent. You're gonna stay the course. Because once you make it, oh, that's my boy. I believe in him.
But they was
I do every step of the way. Nah, man. Just do your thing. And sometimes we gotta get out of our own way.
Right.
I'm even talking to myself. I block a lot of my blessings because I be like, I don't take them jumps. But now I'm ready to take them jumps because these people doing good. And once again, I'm the best. They second to me, but they getting all the benefits. Nah. If they can do what I can do.
Right.
And like I said, I'm not knocking nobody, but my mind, you supposed to be the best at what you trying to do. Lock on to that and run with it.
Yep. Don't worry about what nobody says.
Don't worry about nobody. I'm my own biggest fan. I sit there and make me a t-shirt. Ain't nobody got to wear my t-shirt. It's my t-shirt. I wear it. Yep. Take a picture with it and everything. And I did that one time. I had made my first Walkaway production t-shirt. A lady named Bridget Shields. She was a blues artist. She got in the game a little older, but guess what? She said, "Hey, I saw you at a party one night, and I seen you with your little phone, and you was filming, and and she said I woke up next morning, and I was at the same party. That wasn't the same party that you, that what you filmed and put together. Yeah. I didn't see that. You took something so simple and made it into something bigger.
Right.
And she was like, you ever did filming for like groups and live performances? I said, no, but I've been to a lot of them. My dad was in that type of field, and I always wanted to have the opportunity. She gave me the opportunity. And she said, I got my first blues show, so I told my wife, I said, saddle up, we finna go. We went to Utica. It was a trail riding. So, you know, the cowboy hats. Me and my wife got cowboy hats on and everything. Got me a Walkaway production shirt made. I was scared to death. And you know, when you see a blues show, you think, you know, 100 people. This place had about 1,000. I even got a video where you couldn't even see. The road was probably from Delaware all the way to the Donut Palace. But you couldn't see number cars and four wheels. People had tents everywhere. And now I'm really scared, sweating bullets. She went up there and did her thing, and she was like, come on. Got past security, I filmed her. And I promise you, I got goosebumps filming her because I'm like, this iPad I just bought is worth it. It looks so doggone good. You know, I had to try to step my game from the phone. I had that iPad up there filming her.
Yeah.
I said, man, this looks so doggone good. I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. You see that? You see that?
That was bad.
And I'm like, man, this 4K is the truth. Man, I got down off stage. I said, I don't know what that was, but I felt some magic go on. And she was like, oh, okay, you know, the first time coming out, it didn't take that effect on you. I went home, edited that video, posted, that sucker went viral. I'm talking about like 400-something views. I didn't know how to receive that. I'm like, Miss Britt, you see this? What? I didn't see it. She's like, I get 2,000 all the time. I said, ain't no 2,000. Go back and look at it. It was every other week. It was like 20,000, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, 9,000, 100,000, 150. Everybody in my family just kept looking. Man, them numbers still going up, son. That been 2 weeks ago. Started going up. Getting inboxes. Hey, man, are you her manager? No, I'm just the guy who videoed her. Here go her number though. Here go her Facebook screenshot. Send it to her. Her career started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And a couple months later, she ended up reaching out to me and said, hey, I wrote this song. I wanna view the video. Once again, I've been around the music world, but I never had the opportunity to do that. Man, I messed around, did that video. Like I said, it was a lot of cats at that house. She had rented out this big old house. And I'm just walking around with an iPhone.
Yeah.
Don't know nothing about directing, no nothing. She told me the idea. In my mind, I'm painting the story.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna do this. And I start filming scenes, individuals. Okay, that's okay, Miss Bridget. You pull up in the car, you do this. Okay, sir, you driving that classic old school. Well, like you working on the motor. I filmed different scenes. I tied all them together. Like she walked past all these different people to go into the house and tell the story of the video.
Right.
And people would think they was all right there together.
Right.
And it really wasn't. And the way I did it, it was like, how did I do? And everybody like, dude, why are you not in Atlanta in California? What you mean? Dude, I done been around a lot of people. I'm talking about different radio promoters. It's this guy, he called a Big O 601. You heard of him?
I think
He from Jackson. He was in the video too. He was like, man, dude, that what you did with a phone. How? You would think you had big cameras and lights.
Right.
I didn't have no money. You know what I mean? I just took what I had and I worked real hard with that phone to paint a story. Once again, she posted it, she got a good reaction, and I waited for a little while. I said, can I post it on my Walkaway channel? I didn't have many views around the time. No, actually, I did one video. I'm always posting on everything on Facebook. I didn't know how to make DVDs around the time. I posted one wedding, I said, Facebook blocking it. I'm just gonna put it on YouTube so you can hear the audio. Did Miss Bridget video, came back too. I said, man, that video hit 54,000 on YouTube. It wasn't video, it's one video.
Yeah.
So I said, Miss Bridget, you mind if I post that video on my YouTube channel? Just see what it do? That's gonna hit like 100-some-thousand. Just like that. Because I guess it was following the trend of the other video. But my channel started growing, man, I was begging people, please follow me on Walkaway, production channel.
Right.
2 subscribers, 3 subscribers, 4 subscribers, 15 subscribers. Now I'm like almost close to 5,000. I'm knocking at the door. And my views, I'm at 900-something thousand.
Almost $1 million.
Almost to $1 million. To a lot of people, they probably don't mean nothing, but to me, everything on that channel was something I created.
Right.
And there was a lot of doubters, a lot of people who just didn't want to support. But for me, that means the world. It's a milestone. So I can say something that I created.
Yep.
Hopefully the next couple months, I can say it hit 1 million. I'm gonna have a big party behind it. Because I'm gonna celebrate myself. I ain't gotta have no billion views or become famous. I'm celebrating the little things, because when people say don't do something and I did it anyway and it still worked out for me, that means God worked that out for me.
Right.
I've had somebody, oh, you pay for your views. How? Even Facebook start paying me now. Now I'm getting a check in a whole lot. But why would I pay for something and still get that same money back? Right. It don't make sense. So I'm getting paid for reels. Sometimes I can post on my post, it might get 100 likes. Post that same little shorter clip version of that reel, it might get 26,000 views, 4,000 likes. I'm like, okay, I'm doing something now.
Right.
Somebody in your own community, sometimes when you're trying to make stuff happen, nobody believes in you. You gotta reach people outside of home. When people outside of home accept you, then everybody else gonna try to bring you back.
That's right.
So I don't regret nothing I never did, because God worked it out to where I'm at now. And hopefully He will continue to bless me, just like I'm hoping and praying that He bless you into your vision, your dream, what we doing right here now. You know what I mean? Because anything possible.
Oh yeah.
Anything. I'm talking about next time I come back on here, man, I want to see a table, I want to see cups, I want to see fitted hats with real talk on it. and that cup may have a Bluetooth speaker.
Hey, man, look, you opened up my eyes to a whole lot of stuff, man. Look, I was just sitting on the bank with a little fishing pole, you know what I'm saying? But you done introduced me to a whole new lineup, so you know.
Man, I got a lot of friends who are in photography, in which I want to say a lot of names, but they might not want me to say a lot of names. But y'all know who y'all are. Y'all need to come on Real Talks and tell your story, because this is the beginning. Get your name out there, get your product out there. 2024, no more excuses.
No excuses. None. Yep. I'm with you on that, bro. I pray you all the success, man. Look, cause I done seen it for myself. They say the proof is in the pudding. I was convinced after when I first I think you sent the video to my wife. She showed me that, man. I was like, man, it ain't them same cat. They did this. I'm like, oh no, man, this is real life Hollywood type of stuff. I'm like, it's no way this is. It looked like they said, you should be somewhere with Tyler Perry or somewhere. You know,
my friend, his name is Aaron Malik. I actually had reached out to him. In the photography game, they don't reach out to people.
Right.
They don't want to help the next person because they feel like that person gonna try to take my spot.
Take your customer.
You can have them.
Yeah.
My thing is, if when you go to the store, how many different brands of toilet paper
on the shelf?
On the shelf, soap, toothpaste, different bag of chips. Everybody don't like barbecue. Everybody don't like sour cream and onion. You got different. What's your preference? You know.
You pick your flavor.
Pick your flavor.
Yep.
So I mean, I'm learning at this age. Never knocks how a man makes a living, on how he's trying to make money to provide for his family. Do what you gotta do. Yep. The struggle is hard for anybody. And whoever like showboat like they got it all, they don't.
Cause it costs. It costs to be a boss.
It really do.
No joke. It costs. It look easy. It look like you. Oh man, they got all that equipment and all that kind of stuff, but you don't know where we started. Same way with my business. In lawn care, I started off with a little old simple zero turn. I know people look at me like, that's all he got. He got that big old yard. He gonna do that yard, that little old more. You know, he got a little toy weed eater. You know. But you first getting your feet wet. You know, you got to start somewhere. And then as you in the game, you know, you start to observe other people. You be like, well, I want to, you know, this, that, and that. Cause people ain't gonna tell you. You know, they ain't gonna tell you, oh man, you need to upgrade. Every now and then you might have one or two people that try to help you out, but people too selfish and they want all the spotlight for them. They don't want to see you shine, you know what I'm saying?
And that's true. But it's okay though, because God will put a light on you that nobody can turn off.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's why I tell people, stay with God, trust God. I'm even talking to myself, because it's like when you decide to give your life to Christ, you sign a contract to go for pain and suffering all the time. It just ain't no, I'm gonna do this and roses and rainbow forever. No, this is a daily struggle. You got to constantly develop a relationship, in which I need to do a whole lot better with mine, because it's some things I'm trying to do 2024. I can't do it on my own, and I'm praying that God can not put me onto the mountain, just give me the strength to climb that mountain. I can do it my own. Please, Lord, just give me that strength. That's all I'm asking.
Yep.
All I'm asking.
That's awesome. I couldn't have given better advice, man. Man, I promise you, man, I kind of feel like you sure you ain't been in my cars, man, because you've been asking a lot. You've been answering the question before I even get the answer. Get the answer. So, let me see. Let me see. What's something, if given the opportunity, you like to change or improve? I ain't asking you to change nothing that you've done, but I'm just saying, you know, because we all got room for improvement.
Always,
you know what I'm saying?
Always. Even whenever you said that, I'm always finding a way to just sit down and just recalibrate my brain.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I can keep filming a certain way. That's why I said for my walkway production, everybody else got photography, so this and that. I chose production because one day I would like to have a team.
Yeah.
I would like to work with some of the best of the best. Even if you don't think you the best, and if you like, I did a wedding one time. This young lady, she walked up to me, you know, she was taking pictures while I was at this wedding. Most photographers would get furious. Who is this person taking pictures? Did you get paid to be here? No. I walked up to her, she just didn't know she was a lifesaver. I walked up to her, I said, how you doing? Oh yeah, I seen you on Facebook, I seen some of your work. Was you paid to be here too? She was like, nah, I'm just trying to build my portfolio up. Really? Tell you what, I can use the help. If I give you a certain amount of dollars, only she knows what I gave her. Would you help me? And her eye got big like this. But now, if I pay you, that means you're gonna take the job seriously.
Right.
Because I didn't give you a cut of my money.
Right.
So, as of right now, you part of the team, and please don't embarrass me, because I'm gonna work twice as hard regardless. But I'm giving you an opportunity
to take some of that
to step it up.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people just need that opportunity. I never was given that opportunity like that. Where another person was like, "Come on, Quentin." Nah. Matter of fact, I knew a guy, great guy. His name is LaMalcolm. He's a bigger guy who do photography. He actually kind of inspired me in high school. When he graduated, he picked up the camera and started doing different stuff. I was like, he can do it. I have an idea about it. Maybe one day.
Yeah.
So like I said, I practiced on myself a lot. One year my cousin got married, and he saw me there, and he walked up to me. He said, "I'm gonna keep you by me at all time." I said, "What that mean?" He was like, "You do good work." And I wasn't even much walkway production in. I'm just some guy who always want to pull out a phone and record stuff.
At random.
Because in my mind, I treat every moment as if it's like a movie. I want to give you something to remember. Like some weddings be like, turn your phones off, everybody. We got to pay photographer here. I'm more like, everybody turn your phones on, go live. Because you going to capture something that I ain't going to be able to capture.
Yep.
That's how I look at it.
That's real talk.
The only thing different is I'm paid to this.
Right.
Y'all have fun.
Just
If you look better, we all did it as a team.
Right.
But once again, I got to pay for this.
That's right. That's right. Man, what advice do you have, man, for people who, like you just said, like to randomly take pictures and do a really good job, but they don't know what steps to take to, start?
Like I said, I could have been easily tried to get a bigger camera. I got a camera, but that iPhone is something unique about it to where I didn't have like a lot of people. I took something so small and so powerful and I tweaked it up and I learned about that device. It actually doing better than some of this stuff the other cats doing.
Yeah.
If you put me in a room with a guy with a $10,000 camera, I would give him a run for his money. Cause it's a difference between a pro and a beginner.
Right.
I'm not a beginner.
Right.
Cause by the time I take my phone and what you do, you gotta go home, plug up to your computer, sit there for days. I'll go right there in my car, be like, let me get this app I paid $50 for. Put that stuff together. There you go. What y'all think about this? 2 minutes of what you think about it? What the rest of it? Oh, it's good? Okay, hey, give me till the morning if you finish. I just want to have an idea if I'm going in the right direction.
Right.
Most photographers back in the day, they would be like, I'm a photographer and it'll take about 3 weeks to get your stuff back. When you get it back, it's gonna be perfect.
Right.
It been time I went to a party, taking live action shots, go to my car, polish up a little bit, add a little color to it, and post it while they still inside the party. They man, where he at? Oh, he done left. Man, he posted pictures already. And they sucking up the pictures.
Man, look.
And I know I got like 50 shares, and I said they really liking the pictures. Pictures not really my thing. I'm more of a video specialist.
Okay.
So I said them pictures gonna buy me some time.
Right.
They focus on the pictures.
Right.
When that video come out, it's gonna sell it every time.
He ain't telling no joke, folks. Man, look, I got to put extra emphasis on it. This guy here should have been in Hollywood, cause I was amazed. I mean, I was, you know, in the wedding, but you know what I'm saying. I could see y'all doing little certain little stuff, and I'm like, you know, what is he doing? You know, but the main thing that I say, the hat and that bouquet that she had, when y'all put them down on the floor like that, I didn't know where y'all was going with.
Man, and to be honest, my friend Aaron Malik, he got a unique style. He more focused on like the photography side.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm more focused on the video side. So how about we collaborate and see how it goes? And we was working together like we done worked together for years. That was our first time working together.
Man, I
you know what I mean? And each time he sent me something, I was like, dude, you kind of got me in my feelings right now because they gave me the job, but you killing me. But it was good because it let me know I can work with you.
Right.
Because you see stuff that I didn't see. So that's why I said whatever gift that you got, that's your gift. God gave you that special eye for that special reason. And I need more people like that on my team. And it's no such thing as, like you said earlier, if you want to learn how to get into the business, if you want to learn how to do this, you ain't got to knock on nobody's door. Walkway Production right here. Quentin Walker. Matter of fact, I might start me a Walkaway Academy. Just bring your iPhones. We gonna be some iPhone worthy award winners one day.
That's something I ain't seen around
you
here.
You ain't seen it. And I got popular off that versus if you see a guy walk in the building with a camera, all he got photography, he gonna do his job. You see a guy with a gimbal, a phone, a little light, you be like, what color got in his hand? Okay. You see that final product, you be like, did you see what that dude, how he did that?
Right.
He didn't have all this and all that. That brother came out there with something simple and he killed it. And it make you question about what everybody else doing. Is it for show? Oh, I need big money because I got lights. I got this $2,000 lens, so you gotta pay me $1,500. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like, for the price I charge you, you know why? For me, I could have did it by myself, but I took a chance on giving somebody else. I cut my money in half.
Right.
Say, I want to work with you.
Right.
Let's create something to where black men and women can do something together.
Unity.
A unity. And it's just the beginning. Because I'm good at filming. I'm good at a lot of different stuff. Editing. I'm more of an editor. That's why people are like, man, you do some good work. That's my editing skills. I just love to edit. I can take stuff that you put, film and record, and I borrow your footage,
yeah.
and I go home and put it together, you be like, I wouldn't believe it, but I know I filmed it.
Right.
But you put it in a way to it worked.
Right.
So that's just that talent that I got. That's why I'm pushing for something bigger. It don't make sense right now, but down the road it will. And I'm trying to build a team. And the team I'm trying to build, we're gonna make our own Hollywood right here in Mississippi.
That's big, folks.
I promise you.
That's big.
Cause sometimes, you know, we need more people to support one another. If I go around and support everybody, nobody support me, I get drained.
Right.
I need somebody to say, hey, Tim, get on up there. We gotta go do this. We gotta go do that. I'm tired. Heck, I'm tired too, but we go do it together. I help you out. You get more done that way.
Right.
Versus trying to just, I'm gonna do everything by myself.
It ain't easy, man.
It ain't easy. And then I keep saying this where I feel like I'm the best because I really want to call somebody out for fun.
Right.
I want to work with a lot of different photographers, videographers. Challenge me on some stuff because I want to learn more.
Right.
And I learn more if I get my butt whooped. But I'm not afraid.
I definitely agree with you, man. Because look, in every business, I don't care what it is, whether it's photography or if you're a professional gambler, there's always somebody out there that can show you this one little trick that you never would have knew if y'all hadn't been in cahoots together. You know what I'm saying?
I'm all for it.
So y'all hear that now?
Like my friend Aaron, the brother is bad when it comes down to pictures. I'd invite him to party with me. I'd be like, how am I top there? Alright, focus more on video. I'm gonna do something a little bit different, tweak it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But behind closed doors, like, hey, we shaking hands. You did great. Hey, man, you did great. We best friends.
Right.
But to the people, they competition. No, we're not competition. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Stallone right now.
Yeah.
At some point, you know, like back in the 80s, he was Rambo and he was Terminator.
Yep.
They gotta be against each other.
Yep.
Years later, they got older. They make a movie together.
They collab.
You know, and that's how I look at it. We all need somebody to reach out for. Hey, a tag team match here, man. Tag me in. I know you tired. Finna win this thing. You gotta have fun with it. If you ain't having fun, man,
You ain't gonna last.
you ain't gonna last. I did so much stuff out the kindness of my heart, but in order for me to get my blessings, I gotta bless somebody. See this right here? If I got my hand like this, what's gonna happen? Nothing. If I got my hand like this, I can either give or I can receive.
Right. But you can't do nothing with that hand closed.
Hand balled up, being selfish? Nah. I ain't gonna bless you like that.
Nope. Yeah, that's the key right there.
And like I said, even my filming to where a lot of other filmers, okay, it's my production, it's my filming business. I'm still nice enough to put your name in the signature of mine. And you could be the competition. And more folks like, I wasn't there putting no little photographer name in my stuff. No, I want people to know who did this stuff.
Right. Can't take credit for
Can't take credit, because one day my role as a videographer is going to step in the back. I don't want to be a photographer. I don't want to be a videographer. I might step into directing or producing.
Right.
Like Tony T in the building, something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a pioneer in what he doing. So it's like, I watch everybody. If you want to be great, like Michael Jackson said, study the greats.
That's it. That's it.
And I'm trying my best to study everybody. But I know I can't play no guitar. I know I can't sing or dance. But if I could, I give y'all a run for y'all money.
Hey.
But you know, like I said, I just want to be a part of the story because there's so much talent in Mississippi. Right, even right here in Macomb, Pike County. There's so much stuff going on. We are witnessing a lot of stuff in history, and we don't even realize it. We don't. I remember Castro got that sculpture unveiled down there. I went down there. You think everybody be having big cameras and stuff? It's like people like, oh, we have the Castro. We here. I'm like, where everybody phones at?
They just participate.
I jumped out there. I ain't like Castro paid.